Okay, mathematicians, good job on mission 1. Solving equations is the foundation of all math. So, now let's take it up a notch and go multi-step equations. Boom!
Okay, 8th graders, let's learn Mission 2, Solving Multi-Step Equations. Okay, first off, we're really just going to simplify, and there are 3 ways to do that. The first one is combining like terms. A hint is to put together terms on the same side of the equal sign if they have the same variable and exponent. So looking at this first one, we could combine these 2 terms. Because 6x and 5x have the same variable. That would be 11x equals 33. Now, in order to get the variable by itself, we have to undo this one-step equation. The opposite of multiplication is division. So if I divide both sides by 11, x equals 3. Okay, moving on. On this problem, we have 2 constants that are the same. We have 6 and a 3. So I'm going to put those together. First, I'm just going to bring the 4x down here because we're not changing it. 4x plus, put together, 6 plus 3 is 9, equals 17. Now, we just have a 2-step equation. So let's go ahead and solve those. Subtract 9 from both sides to undo the addition. Now I have 4x equals 8. Now undo the multiplication by dividing both sides by 4. X is 2. Now, a little more challenging, we've got some variables and some constants to put together. First, I'm going to circle the constants. Then I'm going to use a different color to circle the variable terms. Now I can put them together. Okay, 5 minus 2 is 3. So there's my constant term. Plus 2x plus 4x is 6x. There's my variable term, equals negative 21. Now what's awesome is we just have a 2-step equation. So first thing I'm going to do is subtract 3 from both sides. So I end up with 6x equals, remember, negative 21 minus 3 is going to equal a negative 24. Now it's a 1-step equation, multiplication, so we divide both sides by 6, and we get x equals negative 4. Sweet. The next way to simplify is with the distributive property. We're going to multiply everything on the inside of the parentheses by the number on the outside, like this. So first I'm going to do 3 times x, and now I have a term 3x, plus 3 times 5 is 15. All that equals 27. And now, just like before, we just have a 2-step equation. So first I'm going to subtract 15 from both sides. I get 3x equals 12. Now divide both sides by 3. X equals 4. Yay! Our next one, it doesn't matter that the 64 is on this side. We can do the same process over here. 8 times x is 8x, plus 8 times 4 is 16. 2-step equation. Subtract 16 from both sides. Let's see. I get 48 equals 8x. Now divide both sides by 8, and x equals 6. Okay, next up, we've got fractions. Don't worry, you've got this. 1/2 x minus, what's half of 10? 5. Awesome. Now we've got that 2-step equation. First thing I'm going to do is add 5 to both sides. Remember your integer rules. Negative 11 plus 5 is negative 6. Okay, now we have 1/2 x equals. We're dividing by 1/2. Really, that's the same thing as multiplying by 2, no matter how you do it. So x equals negative 12. Last way to simplify, when you have variables on both sides, simply subtract the smallest variable term from both sides to create a 1 or 2 or multi-step equation. So start off, we're going to subtract 2x from both sides here. Now I have 10 equals 4x minus 2, which is a 2-step equation. Add 2 to both sides. 12 equals 4x. Divide by 4, and x equals 3. Okay, now this one, remember, negative 3 is smaller than positive 1, so I'm going to add 3x to both sides. Because there's a subtraction sign there, that's a negative 13 equals negative 5 plus 4x. So we've got our two-step equation. First, I'm going to add 5 to both sides because that's the way to get rid of a negative 5. Then I have 4x equals negative 8. Divide by 4. X is negative 2. Okay, people, last one. Let's throw it all together. Looking at this problem, first I'm going to distribute. I'm not using the 4x, so I'm just going to bring it down and go ahead and do 2 times x plus 2 times 5. And I'm not doing anything over here, so I'm just going to bring it down. Now I have some like terms to combine. I end up with 4x plus 2x is 6x plus 10 equals 18 plus 2x. We've got a variable on both sides, so I'm going to subtract the smallest one from both sides. So I have 4x plus 10 equals 18. Now it's an easy peasy two-step equation. Subtract 10 from both sides. 4x equals 8. Divide both sides by 4. X equals 2. You got it. Okay, 8th graders, time to tackle mission 2 like a boss.
Also, don't forget every day to take the pledge. I am a person.
I am a person.
I did math today.
I did math today.
I am a math person.
I am a math person. Boom.